Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. Marcus Aurelius. Imagine you are the CEO of a leading tech company that specializes in developing innovative software solutions. One day, a new startup emerges with a groundbreaking product that directly competes with your flagship offering. The startup is gaining significant traction, attracting media attention, and quickly capturing a portion of your market share. Your initial reaction is one of anxiety and defensiveness. You see this new company as a direct threat to your business's survival. In this scenario, the startup appears to be your enemy because they're competing for the same customers and market space. They challenge your business's dominance and force you to confront the possibility of losing your competitive edge. From a Stoic perspective, this competitor is not just an adversary, they are also an opportunity for growth. In Stoicism, the focus is on controlling our responses to external events rather than trying to control the events themselves. Your competitor's actions are beyond your control, but your reaction to their presence is within your power. As Marcus Aurelius, I would advise reflecting on the situation through a Stoic lens. This competitor is providing you with a unique opportunity to reassess and improve your business. Here's how you might approach it. Instead of viewing the competitor with fear or anger, see their innovation as a challenge that can drive your company to new heights. Their entry into the market forces you to evaluate your own products and identify areas for improvement. Use this competition as motivation to refine your product, enhance customer service, and innovate further. Remember, excellence is within your control, not the actions of your competitor. Study the startup strategies and understand what makes their product appealing. What can you learn from their approach? How can you integrate some of their successful tactics into your own business model? This situation is a test of your resilience. By maintaining a calm and focused mindset, you can navigate through the competitive pressures without becoming overwhelmed by negative emotions. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This quote from Meditations reminds us that obstacles are not merely challenges to be avoided, but are essential for progress. The new competitor, while initially seen as a barrier, actually paves the way for your company's advancement. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By focusing on your internal reactions and maintaining control over your mind, you harness the strength to face the competition constructively. Instead of succumbing to stress, you channel your energy into productive actions. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Instead of spending energy on criticizing or undermining the competitor, focus on being the best leader you can be. Improve your business practices, support your team, and enhance your product offerings. By adopting these Stoic strategies, you transform the competitor from an enemy to a catalyst for your company's growth and improvement. Through self-control, resilience, and a focus on excellence, you effectively defeat your enemy without fighting, embodying the Stoic wisdom of Marcus Aurelius in the modern business world. Chapter 1. The Power of Inner Strength. Imagine you are a middle-level manager at a large corporation. Your workload has increased significantly, deadlines are tighter, and the expectations from upper management are higher than ever. The stress is mounting and you feel overwhelmed. This internal struggle with stress and anxiety is your enemy, one that threatens your well-being and job performance. In the face of such pressures, the Stoic approach emphasizes building inner strength. Inner fortitude enables you to withstand external pressures without succumbing to negative emotions. Developing this resilience starts with daily reflection. Spend time each day reflecting on your thoughts and emotions to understand what triggers your stress and how you typically respond. This self-awareness is the first step in gaining control over your reactions. Engaging in mindfulness or meditation practices can cultivate a sense of calm and focus, helping you stay grounded and centered even in the midst of chaos. Additionally, it's important to remind yourself of the bigger picture. consider the temporary nature of your current stressors and how they fit into the grand scheme of your life and career. This perspective can reduce the intensity of your immediate stress. Drawing from Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, we can see how his wisdom can be applied to this modern-day challenge. He famously said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This emphasizes the importance of focusing on what you can control, your thoughts and reactions. While you cannot always control the workload or deadlines, you can control how you respond to them. By shifting your focus inward and managing your internal state, you gain the strength to handle external pressures more effectively. Another relevant quote from Marcus Aurelius is, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Your mindset significantly impacts your experience. By maintaining a positive and resilient outlook, you can change how you perceive and handle stress. Instead of viewing challenges as insurmountable obstacles, see them as opportunities to grow and prove your capabilities. Additionally, Marcus Aurelius reminds us, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Stress is often a result of how we interpret and react to situations rather than the situations themselves. By changing your perception of work demands from seeing them as threats to viewing them as opportunities, you can reduce their negative impact on your well-being. To build inner strength and apply Marcus Aurelius' teachings in your workplace, start by setting clear priorities each day. Focus on completing the most important tasks first and manage your time effectively. This helps prevent feeling overwhelmed by a long to-do list. Regularly scheduled breaks during the day can help you recharge and maintain your productivity, significantly reducing stress levels. Seeking support is crucial. Don't hesitate to ask for help when needed. Whether it's delegating tasks, seeking advice from a mentor, or talking to a colleague, support from others can lighten your load and provide new perspectives. Cultivating a habit of gratitude by acknowledging the positive aspects of your job and life can shift your focus away from stressors and towards what you appreciate. Lastly, maintaining a healthy lifestyle with regular exercise, a balanced diet, and sufficient sleep is essential. Physical health is closely linked to mental resilience. By implementing these strategies, you harness the power of inner strength to navigate workplace stress effectively. Embracing Marcus Aurelius' Stoic wisdom helps you transform internal struggles into opportunities for personal growth and professional success. Chapter 2: Mastering Emotions. Imagine you are an employee who has just completed a major project at work. You have poured countless hours into it, sacrificing personal time and investing a great deal of effort to ensure its success. However, during the project review, your supervisor criticizes several aspects of your work. This criticism feels unfair and harsh, triggering a wave of negative emotions, anger, frustration, and self-doubt. These emotions threaten to undermine your confidence and performance. In such situations, the Stoic approach to mastering emotions becomes crucial. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot always control external events, we can control our internal responses. Emotions are natural reactions, but they need not dictate our behavior. Recognizing and managing these emotions is key to maintaining composure and effectiveness. To begin, acknowledge your emotions without judgment. Understand that feeling upset or defensive is a natural response to criticism, but also recognize that these feelings are within your control. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a step back to analyze the situation objectively. Reflect on the criticism itself rather than the manner in which it was delivered. Is there any truth to the feedback? Can it help you improve your work? Drawing from Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, we find valuable insights on handling such emotional challenges. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This teaching reminds us that while we cannot control the criticism, we can control how we interpret and respond to it. Instead of letting anger or frustration take over, we can choose to view criticism as an opportunity for growth. Another pertinent quote is, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." When faced with unjust criticism, responding with calmness and professionalism rather than anger or defensiveness sets you apart. This approach not only demonstrates your emotional maturity, but also preserves your reputation and relationships at work. Marcus Aurelius also advised, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." This reinforces the idea that our distress comes from our perception of events. By reframing how we view criticism, seeing it as a tool for improvement rather than a personal attack, we can mitigate its emotional impact. In practice, managing emotions in response to criticism involves several steps. Begin by taking a few deep breaths to calm your immediate reaction. This pause allows you to gather your thoughts and respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. When you feel composed, engage in a reflective analysis of the feedback. Ask yourself what aspects of the criticism are valid and how you can use it to improve your work. It's also helpful to seek a balanced perspective. Discuss the feedback with a trusted colleague or mentor who can provide an objective viewpoint. This can help you see beyond your initial emotional response and gain constructive insights. Practicing gratitude can further help in managing emotions. Despite the criticism, focus on aspects of your job that you appreciate and your previous accomplishments. This shift in focus can provide a more balanced view of your situation and reduce the sting of negative feedback. Lastly, maintain a long-term perspective. Remember that one instance of criticism does not define your entire career. View it as a momentary challenge that can contribute to your overall growth and resilience. By applying these Stoic principles and practices, you can master your emotions in the face of criticism, transforming what initially feels like an attack into an opportunity for personal and professional development. Through self-control, reflection, and a focus on growth, you embody the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, effectively navigating the emotional challenges of the modern workplace. Chapter 3: The Art of Patience. Imagine you are an ambitious professional who has been working diligently in your role for several years. You consistently deliver high-quality work, take on additional responsibilities, and seek opportunities for professional development. Despite your hard work and dedication, promotions and recognition seem to elude you. Your peers are advancing, and you begin to feel frustration and impatience building up. This impatience threatens to sour your attitude and affect your performance. In such scenarios, the Stoic virtue of patience is crucial. Patience is not about passivity or inaction, but about maintaining a calm and composed mindset while working toward your goals despite delays and obstacles. It allows you to endure hardships and persevere without being consumed by frustration or despair. Patience helps you remain focused and resilient, ensuring that you continue to perform at your best regardless of external circumstances. Drawing from Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, we can find profound insights on cultivating patience. One of his key teachings is, "Time is a sort of river of passing events, and strong is its current. No sooner is a thing brought to sight than it is swept by and another takes its place, and this too will be swept away." This reminds us that everything in life is transient, including the challenges and delays we face. By recognizing the temporary nature of our struggles, we can adopt a more patient and composed attitude. Another relevant teaching is, if you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it, and it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now. This quote emphasizes the power we have over our perceptions and reactions. The frustration you feel about career advancement is not caused by the delay itself, but by your interpretation of it. By changing your perspective, you can mitigate your impatience. Additionally, Marcus Aurelius advises, "No man can hinder you from living according to the reason of your own nature. Nothing can happen to you contrary to the reason of the universal nature." This teaching encourages you to trust in the natural order of things and remain patient. While you cannot control the timing of your promotion, you can control how you respond and continue to act in accordance with your values and goals. To apply these Stoic teachings and cultivate patience in your career advancement, start by acknowledging and accepting your impatience without judgment. Recognize that feeling frustrated is natural, but that you have the power to control how you respond to this feeling. Reflect on the transient nature of your current situation. Understand that your hard work and dedication will eventually be recognized, even if it takes longer than you expected. By focusing on the temporary nature of your struggles, you can maintain a long-term perspective and avoid being overwhelmed by short-term setbacks. Practicing gratitude can also help shift your focus away from what you lack to what you already have. Reflect on your achievements, the skills you have developed, and the opportunities you have been given. This gratitude can foster a more positive and patient outlook. Engaging in mindfulness and meditation practices can further enhance your ability to remain patient. These practices help you stay present and centered, reducing the anxiety and frustration that come with impatience. By regularly dedicating time to mindfulness, you strengthen your ability to remain calm and composed in the face of delays. Seek constructive feedback from your superiors and colleagues. Understand areas where you can improve and work on them diligently. This proactive approach shows your commitment to growth and can help you align your efforts with the expectations of your organization. Lastly, maintain a balanced life outside of work. Pursue hobbies, spend time with loved ones, and engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. A well-rounded life can help mitigate the frustration of career delays and foster a more patient and content mindset. By incorporating these practices, you harness the Stoic virtue of patience, transforming your frustration into a source of strength and resilience. Embracing the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, you learn to navigate your career advancement with calmness and determination, ensuring that you continue to grow and succeed despite any temporary setbacks. Chapter 4. The Strategy of Non-Reaction. Imagine you work in an office where gossip is rampant. Recently, you've become the subject of some unfounded rumors. These rumors suggest you are undermining your colleagues to get ahead, which is entirely untrue. The whispers and side glances are starting to affect your mood and concentration. Your immediate impulse might be to confront the gossipers or defend yourself vehemently, but this reaction could escalate the situation and lend credence to the rumors. In such a situation, the Stoic strategy of non-reaction is invaluable. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control what others say or do, but we can control our responses. By choosing not to react impulsively, we maintain our composure and integrity, preventing external events from disturbing our inner peace. Marcus Aurelius offers profound wisdom in Meditations that can guide us in these moments. He writes, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This advice suggests that instead of responding in kind to those who spread rumors, you should act with dignity and integrity. By refusing to engage in gossip or retaliation, you demonstrate your moral superiority and inner strength. He also counsels, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, "The people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they cannot tell good from evil." This preparation for encountering difficult people can help you stay calm when faced with their actions. Recognize that their behavior reflects their own shortcomings, not your worth or actions. Additionally, Marcus Aurelius emphasizes, choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed and you haven't been. This teaches that harm from gossip is only real if you internalize and react to it. By choosing to remain unaffected, you strip the rumors of their power over you. In practice, handling office gossip with non-reaction involves several steps. First, acknowledge your feelings without letting them dictate your actions. Feeling hurt or angry is natural, but reacting impulsively can exacerbate the situation. Instead, take a few moments to breathe deeply and center yourself. Next, continue to conduct yourself with professionalism and integrity. Let your actions speak louder than the rumors. By consistently demonstrating your competence and ethical behavior, you undermine the credibility of the gossip without having to say a word. Engage in positive communication. If confronted directly, calmly and briefly state the truth without delving into defensive or accusatory rhetoric. For instance, you might say, "I'm aware of the rumors and they are not true. I prefer to focus on my work and maintain professional relationships." This approach shows confidence and composure. Cultivating a strong support network within the office is also helpful. Build relationships based on trust and respect so your colleagues know your true character. Over time, your consistent behavior will reinforce your reputation, making it more difficult for unfounded rumors to take hold. Lastly, practice self-care outside of work to maintain your mental and emotional well-being. Engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation, such as hobbies, exercise, or spending time with loved ones. A balanced life helps you maintain perspective and resilience in the face of workplace challenges. By implementing these Stoic principles, you effectively neutralize the impact of gossip without escalating the situation. Embracing the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, you learn to navigate office politics with calmness and integrity, transforming potential conflicts into opportunities to demonstrate your strength of character. This strategy of non-reaction not only preserves your peace of mind, but also enhances your professional reputation, showing that true power lies in controlling one's own responses rather than being swayed by the actions of others. Chapter 5. Turning obstacles into opportunities. Imagine you are an aspiring entrepreneur who has just launched a startup. You invested substantial time, money, and effort into developing your product. Despite your dedication, the launch does not go as planned. Technical issues arise, customer feedback is less enthusiastic than expected, and the initial sales figures are disappointing. This setback feels like a significant obstacle, threatening the future of your business and shaking your confidence. In such challenging situations, the Stoic approach encourages us to view obstacles not as insurmountable barriers, but as opportunities for growth and improvement. Stoicism teaches that adversity is an inevitable part of life, and that our true power lies in our ability to adapt and transform these challenges into stepping stones. Marcus Aurelius offers profound insights on turning obstacles into opportunities. In Meditations, he writes, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This quote suggests that obstacles are not just hindrances, but can actually propel us forward by forcing us to find new paths and solutions. In the context of your startup, the setbacks you face can drive you to innovate, refine your product, and better understand your market. He also advises, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This teaching reminds us that while we cannot always control external circumstances, we can control how we perceive and respond to them. By adopting a mindset that views setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth, you harness the power to transform your situation. Another relevant teaching is, the mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This reinforces the idea that challenges can become catalysts for progress. By embracing this perspective, you can turn the difficulties faced by your startup into valuable lessons and opportunities for innovation. To turn obstacles into opportunities, start by reframing your perspective on setbacks. Rather than seeing them as failures, view them as feedback. Analyze the issues that arose during your product launch. What specific problems occurred? What did the customer feedback reveal about your product's strengths and weaknesses? This analysis can provide critical insights for improvement. Next, adopt a proactive approach to problem solving. For instance, if technical issues were a significant problem, invest time in identifying the root causes and finding robust solutions. This might involve working closely with your development team, conducting thorough testing, or even seeking external expertise. By addressing these challenges head-on, you improve your product and reduce the likelihood of similar issues in the future. Engage with your customers to better understand their needs and preferences. Use their feedback to refine your product and enhance its value. This not only helps in improving your offering, but also builds stronger relationships with your customer base, showing them that you value their input and are committed to meeting their needs. Maintaining a positive and resilient mindset is crucial. Remind yourself of your initial vision and the passion that drove you to start your business. Focus on the progress you've made rather than the setbacks. Celebrate small wins and milestones along the way, as these can provide motivation and a sense of achievement. Seek support from mentors, advisors, or peers who have faced similar challenges. Their experiences and insights can provide valuable guidance and encouragement. Surrounding yourself with a supportive network can also help you maintain perspective and resilience. Lastly, practice self-care to manage stress and maintain your well-being. Entrepreneurship can be demanding, and it's essential to take care of your physical and mental health. Regular exercise, healthy eating, sufficient sleep, and relaxation activities can help you stay focused and energized. By applying these Stoic principles, you can transform obstacles into opportunities for growth and improvement. Embracing the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, you learn to navigate setbacks with resilience and adaptability, turning challenges into catalysts for progress. This approach not only enhances your entrepreneurial journey, but also fosters a mindset of continuous learning and development, ensuring that you thrive despite the obstacles you encounter. Chapter 6. Virtue as the highest good. Imagine yourself as a seasoned business executive faced with a critical decision that tests your company's ethical standards. A lucrative business opportunity presents itself, promising substantial profits, but it requires compromising on transparency and fairness. This dilemma strikes at the heart of your commitment to virtue. How will you navigate this situation while staying true to your principles? Stoicism teaches that virtue, comprising wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, is the ultimate good, transcending external circumstances and material gains. Wisdom guides us in making rational decisions rooted in foresight and understanding. Courage emboldens us to confront challenges and adversities with resilience and fortitude. Justice inspires fairness in our interactions, treating others with dignity and equity. Temperance fosters moderation and self-control, ensuring our desires do not dictate our actions. In his renowned work, Meditations, Marcus Aurelius reflects deeply on the significance of virtue in guiding a noble life. His writings underscore the importance of aligning our actions with virtue regardless of external pressures or temptations. He reminds us that true strength lies not in material success, but in the integrity of our character and the moral clarity of our decisions. Exercise wisdom, making informed decisions based on rational thought and foresight. Demonstrate courage, confronting fears and challenges with bravery and resolve. Uphold justice, treating others fairly and adhering to principles of equity. Practice temperance, exercising moderation and self-restraint in desires and actions. While striving to embody virtue, individuals often encounter obstacles such as external pressures, internal temptations, and moral dilemmas. Stoicism offers practical strategies for navigating these challenges, emphasizing the importance of resilience, self-awareness, and ethical discernment. Ethical decision-making, prioritizing moral considerations in organizational leadership. Building trust, establishing credibility, and fostering an ethical culture. Inspiring others, leading by example through actions rooted in virtue. Encouraging readers to engage in reflective practices deepens their understanding and application of Stoic virtue. Self-assessment, goal-setting, and contemplative exercises empower individuals to cultivate virtue in their personal and professional lives. Virtue, as advocated by Stoic philosophy, offers a pathway to personal fulfillment and professional excellence. Embracing virtue enables individuals to achieve inner peace, moral clarity, and resilience amidst life's challenges. By integrating Stoic virtue into their daily lives, readers can navigate complexities with integrity and purpose, fostering a life of virtue and fulfillment. Reflecting on the enduring relevance of Stoic philosophy, particularly the concept of virtue as the highest good, underscores its timeless wisdom and practical guidance for contemporary living. In embracing Stoic virtue, individuals embark on a journey toward personal excellence, ethical achievement, and a meaningful life rooted in moral integrity. Chapter 7. The Discipline of Desire and Aversion. Consider a scenario where you find yourself deeply invested in a romantic relationship. Over time, you develop strong desires for the relationship to progress to the next level, perhaps moving in together or getting married. However, your partner may not share the same timeline or expectations. This dissonance between your desires and the reality of the relationship tests your ability to manage your desires and aversions effectively. Stoicism teaches that our desires and aversions often lead to suffering and disappointment because they are rooted in attachments to external outcomes. The discipline of desire and aversion involves cultivating an inner state where one is not excessively attached to or repelled by external events, but rather maintains equanimity and rationality. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius reflects on the transient nature of desires and aversions. He advises, if you seek tranquility, do less. Or more accurately, do what's essential, what the logos of a social being requires, and in the requisite way, which brings a double satisfaction, to do less better. This guidance encourages focusing on what is within our control and aligning our actions with reason, rather than being driven solely by desires or aversions. Apply Stoic principles to manage expectations in relationships. Recognize what's within your control. Focus on your own actions, communication, and emotional responses, rather than trying to control external outcomes or the behavior of others. Practice mindfulness. Cultivate awareness of your desires and aversions as they arise. Observe them without judgment and consider their rationality and impact on your well-being. Embrace equanimity. Maintain a balanced perspective by accepting the reality of the present moment, including any discrepancies between your desires and reality. Evaluate patterns of attachment or avoidance that may influence relationship dynamics. Set intentions to cultivate emotional resilience and rationality in managing desires and aversions. Reflect on the enduring relevance of Stoic philosophy in modern life, particularly in managing desires and aversions, and encourage readers to integrate these principles into their daily practices for greater fulfillment and inner peace. Chapter 8. The Acceptance of Fate and Impermanence. Imagine you are a dedicated professional who unexpectedly loses your job due to corporate restructuring. This sudden change throws your career plans into disarray and triggers feelings of uncertainty and anxiety about the future. Coping with this situation requires coming to terms with the impermanence of career stability and embracing Stoic principles to navigate through adversity. Stoicism teaches that everything in life is transient and subject to change. The acceptance of fate and impermanence involves acknowledging the inevitability of external events and cultivating inner resilience to adapt and thrive amidst uncertainty. It emphasizes focusing on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, rather than resisting or lamenting circumstances beyond our influence. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius reflects on the nature of fate and the impermanence of life. He writes, "Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant." This statement underscores the Stoic perspective that while we cannot control external events, we can control our attitudes and responses towards them. By accepting fate with equanimity, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and find strength in resilience. Recognize that job loss is a temporary setback in the broader context of your career journey. Cultivate emotional resilience by reframing the situation as an opportunity for growth and exploration of new possibilities. Channel energy into proactive steps such as updating your resume, networking, and exploring new career opportunities aligned with your skills and interests. Managing feelings of fear, disappointment, or frustration that arise from unexpected changes. Navigating ambiguity and unpredictability in life transitions. Seeking opportunities for personal growth and development amidst adversity. Releasing attachment to outcomes beyond your control and focusing on present actions. Engaging in mindfulness, meditation, or reflection to foster acceptance and tranquility. Cultivating gratitude for lessons learned and opportunities for personal evolution through challenging experiences. Evaluate attitudes towards change and opportunities for growth in adversity. Set intentions to strengthen resilience and embrace Stoic principles in daily life. Summarize the chapter by emphasizing the transformative power of accepting fate and impermanence in fostering resilience and inner peace. By integrating Stoic teachings into one's mindset and actions, individuals can navigate life's uncertainties with greater clarity, purpose, and emotional balance. Reflect on the enduring relevance of Stoic philosophy in modern life, particularly in coping with adversity and embracing life's uncertainties with courage and wisdom. Encourage readers to apply these principles to cultivate resilience and live authentically amidst life's inevitable changes.